Namaskar, Namaste, hello everybody, hope you all are doing good. Well, this video is going to be a long video. If you have even an iota of social responsibility within you, if you have the intention of spreading good things around you, if you have the intention of spreading constructive things and saving the society, apart from your close proximity, সামাজিক দায়বদ্ধতার যদি চিহ্ন মাত্র থাকে তোমার মধ্যে, আপনার মধ্যে, তোর মধ্যে, তোদের মধ্যে, only then you're going to sit through the video, otherwise most probably you're just going to skip it. The question is, how far is too far? কতটা দূর গেলে মনে হতে পারে যে অনেকটা দূর চলে এসেছে? The question is, where is the limit? সীমারেখাটা কোথায়? The question is, who sets the limit? কে বেঁধে দেবে সেই সীমারেখা? The question is, how to set the limit? কিভাবে বেঁধে দেবে সেই সীমারেখা? And the question is, that which is illicit, that which is prohibited, that which is harmful to the infrastructure of the society, if you try to make it normal, if you try to normalize it, if you try to bring it into the mainstream, what is going to happen? যা নিষিদ্ধ, যা সমাজের পক্ষে ক্ষতিকারক, সেইটাকে যদি তুমি স্বাভাবিক করে ফেলতে চাও, করে তুলতে চাও, তাহলে কি হতে পারে, কি হচ্ছে, কি হতে চলেছে, সেটা নিয়ে these are all my beliefs, absolutely my beliefs and my thought. Nowhere down the line I can impose my thoughts on anybody. You are free, 101% free to disagree with me or to move aside whatever I'm telling you and turn a deaf ear and think I'm speaking rubbish. How far is too far? কতটা দূর গেলে মনে হতে পারে যে অনেকটা দূর চলে এসেছি, আর যাব না। If we cross this line, this limit, we are going to be in danger. When is that sense? When will that sense come in, seep in? We live in an age of social media. Supposedly, we are free to express ourselves. Freedom of expression is a fundamental right. Good, correct. Our social media আসার পর আমাদের এই ফান্ডামেন্টাল রাইটটা, এক্সপ্রেসিং ourselves, এটা যেন দাঁত নখ বার করে, just like a monster. It has attacked the society, harmed the society, wounded the society, and even to ourselves, because we are also a part of the society. So if my way of expressing myself is harming somebody else who is a part of the society, and the society is harmed, সমাজের ক্ষতি যদি হয়, আমিও কিন্তু সেই ক্ষতির মধ্যে, even I'm a part of that destruction. I'm causing that destruction, as well as it's like a circle. সেই ক্ষতিটা আমার দিকেও ধেয়ে আসছে, আমার পরিবারের দিকেও ধেয়ে আসছে। খুব রিসেন্টলি we have seen an incident on a global platform, এমন একটা প্ল্যাটফর্ম, আমার মনে পড়ে এই পার্টিকুলার ইন্টারন্যাশনাল অ্যাওয়ার্ড সেরেমনি ছোটবেলা থেকে, একদম ছোটবেলা থেকে, ইট ওয়াজ লাইক আ নর্ম। যখন দূরদর্শন ছিল, we didn't get a live feed of this particular international award ceremony. Later on, when satellite channels came up, we used to wait for the World This Week for like a program on Fridays. Mr. Prannoy Roy would be the host, and there we would get the video footage of this particular award show, where all the iconic movie stars would be awarded. So এটা ছোটবেলা থেকে একটা ভীষণ রকমের আমাদের বাড়িতে, এবং in my life also. And later on, when it became satellite channels, via the satellite channels. So this award show became a pedestal. Somehow it became a pedestal for me and for many millions of other movie lovers. We used to wait for this particular Monday morning. আমাদের এখানে Monday morning, ওদের ওখানে Sunday evening, America. And we used to look up to the standards of this particular movie on the award show. The standards that it set. তো রিসেন্টলি যে ঘটনাটা ঘটলো, একজন আইকনিক অভিনেতা, মিডিয়া পার্সোনালিটি, আরেকজন আইকনিক stand-up comedian come actor, a very famous media personality, তাকে গিয়ে স্টেজে সপাটে একটা থাপ্পড় মেরেছে, slapped him. We have all seen it nth number of times. Now there can be two possibilities. We are playing with two possibilities. One, it can be a gimmick, because you never know. In today's times, people of any stature can fall so low, or go to any limit. We're talking about limits, right? So go to any limit to grab eyeballs. We are seeing that. Kibhabe, how you're grabbing the eyeballs, how you're grabbing the visibility, that is not a question anymore. And that is very destructive. How you're becoming visible, that is no more a point of contention. সেটা নিয়ে কোনো ভাবনা নেই। আমায় কিভাবে লোকে দেখছে, আমার ভিউজ, আমার সাবস্ক্রিপশনস কিভাবে বাড়ছে, কেন বাড়ছে? What am I doing that I am getting visibility? Now don't mix up visibility and popularity. That is the most harmful trend that is happening. So one possibility or one take that we are playing upon is it can be a gimmick, it can be a media gimmick to gain TRPs, to gain ratings. Because this particular award show was going down on ratings for a number of years, and after COVID it took a big hit. সেটাও যদি হয় মারাত্মক, মানে এর থেকে নিচে কেউ নামতে পারে। And the other way we are seeing it is that particular joke by the stand-up comedian on this particular actor's wife, on certain things, on her hair or something. Tate, he got really irritated. He took it personally. At first, it didn't seem like he took it personally. But then he just walked up to this global platform with his stature, and he just went and slapped this person. Now the problem is not that particular joke. We have to go deep down, the grassroots, where it all started from, where this culture of insulting personally started from. It started from this particular Western culture, that we have very, very lovingly imbibed this harmful trait of the Western culture, this harmful trait of roasting and being very personal and downright dirty and vulgar in the way we are expressing comedy. West has to offer a vast amount of very, very constructive, very, very healthy, very, very advanced movements that sadly we still haven't imbibed that. But we have somehow imbibed all the wrong movements or the destructive movements, destructive to the society. We have imbibed that from the West. But I'm telling you, West has a lot of good things to offer. So you have to go deep down where it all started from. Where is this culture of roasting? What is roasting? Roasting, the meaning of this word, that is self-explanatory, right? ভাজা ভাজা করে দাও, রোস্ট কর। চিকেনকে আমরা রোস্ট করে খাই, মাছকে আমরা রোস্ট করে খাই, ভেজিটেবলকে আমরা রোস্ট করে খাই। সুতরাং আরেকটা মানুষ, one human being is roasting another human being verbally. কোথাও একটা, the whole processর মধ্যে there's a lot of negativity. There's a whole lot of destructive vibe that I get right from only this word. So even before roasting became popular via social media in our this subcontinent. Even before that, যখন আমেরিকায় যেতাম বা ওইখানকার programs, I used to feel there is you can normalize the whole roasting stuff, because আমি আমার 20 বছর হয়ে গেল as an actor in this industry 2002 সাল থেকে, from 2002. I have faced this particular comment a number of times, that Bobby, you're too serious, which I'm not. I'm serious on certain issues, and I stick to that. You're too serious. Come on, take life very lightly. একটু হালকা ভাবে নাও, এত সিরিয়াস হওয়ার কিছু নেই। Take it lightly বলতে বলতে we have gone so deep, so far, so dirty, so vulgar, so obscene, so personal, that we have crossed the limit. আমার মনে পড়ে, I think you all have also seen, that the president of this particular country, America, goes on during his time of presidentship, এই রোস্টিং এর একটি প্রোগ্রামে একজন প্রেসিডেন্ট অফ আমেরিকা going there and getting insulted. You all have all seen. শুধু ইন্টারন্যাশনাল রোস্টিংস গুলোই না, উইল কাম টু দ্য রোস্টিংস যেগুলো is happening in the country and in our state also. আর সেই সব যারা যারা ভাজা ভাজা করছে তাদের আমরা আইকনস এন্ড লেজেন্ডস বানিয়ে দিচ্ছি। So we have seen the President of America, United States of America, going to such a roasting program and getting roasted and trying to take it very lightly. And the amount of dirt, amount of vulgarity, amount of obscenity that goes around with these programs, we know that. And what I'm trying to tell is, we are trying to normalize the whole thing. খুব হালকা করে ফেলতে চাইছি, it's okay. সেটা করতে করতে we have reached to such a stage, after we have crossed the limit, we have reached to such a stage that we don't think twice before throwing a joke at God, throwing a joke at Allah, throwing a joke at Bhagwan, throwing a joke at Rabindranath Tagore, throwing a joke at Netaji Subhash Bose, Mahatma Gandhi, the Chief Minister, the Prime Minister, X, Y, Z, in the most dirtiest and heinous ways. Don't take me wrong. We live in a democratic country. গণতন্ত্রে আমি ভীষণ রকম বিশ্বাসী, প্রতিবাদে আমি ভীষণ রকম বিশ্বাসী। You have to put your foot down if you see something happening which is wrong. You need to criticize people, whoever that person is. You need to put forth your points, but not with so much of dirt, not with so much of vulgarity, not with so much of obscenity, and give the message to the next generation, to the younger generation, that this is the way it needs to be done. The more vulgar you are, the more obscene you are, the more downright personal you are, the more dirty you are going to grab eyeballs. You are going to be popular. This is not popularity. Amar onek awareness programs already you all have heard. In many of my awareness programs, I define popularity, I define fame in two ways. One is, either you are doing something good for yourself or for your family, for your society, for your country, for the world, then you're popular, then you're famous. Or you have some talent in you, pratibha. And by insulting people and being downright dirty, doing all kinds of dirty things on internet, trying to bring the prohibited stuffs into the mainstream and making it normal, that doesn't make you popular. That makes you visible. Definitely you are visible. Those people are more visible than me. How am I visible? And how is that person visible? The path of my visibility, is it doing something good to the society? That counts for me. That is very important for me. The path for the other person, which is making him visible or her visible to 10%, which is 10 times, 100 times, million times more than me maybe, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't move me. I'm not concerned. In another version of this roasting, infamous roasting version is in one of the programs in Mumbai. We have all seen a small part of that program which went for hours. And my journalist friends from Mumbai, they say that if 4,000 was the tickets were sold at 40,000 in the black market, and people were crazy to attend that program. They know what they were buying for. They knew exactly what they're signing up for. They are going to sign up for this so-called, very famous producer, director as the host with the so-called icons. Now, you have made them visible. The media has made them icons. You have so many things to talk about in the media. How irresponsible the media has become. You're overwhelmed. You are overwhelmed by the type of news bordering on pornography, bordering on vulgarity, obscenity that mainstream media propagates. I'm not talking about you and me opening up Facebook channel or Instagram handle or YouTube channel and doing something crazy to grab eyeballs. These are all branded media houses and some of the journalists I know. And I'm overwhelmed, sad, bitter. The things that they're propagating, again, to grab eyeballs, grab TRP. So these icons, producer, director, actors, they were there on the stage only to insult each other in the dirtiest ways, and their mothers, their fathers, their wives, their daughters, everyone was there to laugh with their 32 all out, to laugh at those dirtiest and heinous, the most vulgar way of propagating a comedy. You have all seen that. I have always believed that if you're a media person, even if one person knows you, your responsibility becomes 100 times more than a common man who is not a media person. Your responsibility to spread good things in the society becomes 100 times more. I've always believed that. I've always spread that. I've never ever done anything in my life which will spread negative things, which will make me look irresponsible. And I spread this and I give this message to my next generation. And coming to the local milieu, local genre of the roasting stuffs and all, the local legends, the local icons that you all have made. ধরে নেওয়া যাক বেদের মে জ্যোৎস্না, ধরে নেওয়া যাক স্বামী কেন আসামি, the so-called, ধরে নেওয়া যাক a hero ABC or heroine ABC or a film ABC. This person with a camera in a room, sitting and insulting each and every scene, each and every movie, which he or she feels very down-market, mota dage, melodramatic, illogical. You know what? Amar 20 বছর হয়ে গেল, these 20 years in my industry have made me more and more humble. These 20 years have made me realize how difficult it is for a producer, for a director, for an actor, for a technician to make a television serial, to make a movie, to make a theater, to get a producer, to even shoot one frame of that movie or that serial or that product which he or she is insulting in front of the camera. And you are supporting that. You are supporting that. And you are giving a message to the next generation. You have to do nothing to grab eyeballs. You have to do nothing to be famous. শুধু ক্যামেরার সামনে বসে আরেকজনকে অপমান করো. Insult somebody in front of the camera with the most choicest of galis, abuses, slangs, vulgarity in the name of comedy, and you will be popular. You'll be visible, definitely. Because what I am seeing with my, again, years and years of the social responsibility and years of the social awareness programs, I'm feeling a dearth, I'm feeling a lack of people, especially in the young generation, with the social responsibility. একদম নেই, ভীষণ কম, হাতে গোনা কয়েকজন। Saying that, I've never given up. I've never become hopeless. আশা ছাড়িনি, আশা ছাড়ব না। So প্রশ্নটা again সেখানেই আমরা ফিরে যাই, যে সীমারেখাটা কোথায়, কত দূর? এই অভ্যাসটাকে যদি আমরা সমাজে ছড়িয়ে দিই যে this is very normal, insulting another person, being very personal, being very dirty, being very vulgar, it's normal, come on, accept it. See what is happening. I think this particular slapping incident on a global platform is the last nail to the coffin. We have reached the saturation point, I guess. You see how hostile the young generation has become, how rude the young generation has become, how vulgar, how obscene the young generation has become. Social responsibility কম থাকলে যেটা হয়, গালি গালোচ আমি দিতে বারণ করছি বলে যে তুমি দেবে না, I'm asking you not to use a slang word, I'm not asking you not to use an abusive word. That doesn't mean that you'll stop using abusive words. But if you have a social responsibility, you will know what to do where. You will know what is social networking platforms. The word social is there in the networking platform, the whole phrase. And by social, you mean everybody around you. You are linked with everybody around you. How hostile they have become. Because we, the elders, are responsible for it. Who will set the limit? How to set the limit? Only if you have a social responsibility, সামাজিক দায়বদ্ধতা যদি থাকে, that whatever I'm going to do, I'm an educated, I'm a person, belonging to the society. আমাকে নিয়ে সমাজ, I'm a part of the society. I'm no more that uncivilized caveman. আমি সমাজে থাকি, I live in a neighborhood, I live in a family. So there is a responsibility that comes along. You are not just only born and you are eating, you are studying, and you are earning for yourself, earning for your family, and enjoying your own luxuries and your comfort, and then dying one day. That doesn't make your life worth it. You need to give back to the society. In what? In the good ways, in the constructive ways. এইটা যদি মাথার মধ্যে থাকে যে আমাকে সবসময় সমাজে এমন কিছু ছড়াতে হবে, এমন কিছু করতে হবে, in your own ways. ববি চক্রবর্তী বিভিন্ন স্কুলে কলেজে গিয়ে he can address 500, 1000 people at one go. You may not do that. You may not have that infrastructure or the opportunity to do that, but you can influence one person only if you have the social responsibility. So সীমারেখাটা or the limit, you will only set your limit. You will only understand where is the limit, what you are doing. The act that you are doing to grab eyeballs, is it harming the society or is it beneficial to the society? বহু বছর আগে there was this heroine in Bollywood who posed in a very famous magazine, the cover picture, semi-nude, sort of a topless photograph. And the whole country went berserk and her house was vandalized. Police and the politicians and everybody stopped circulation of that magazine, etc. Even during our school times, during our adolescence, when we were growing up, pornography in the form of video pornography in the form of the printed stuff, the magazines. It was a very hush-hush thing. Prohibited. I think that is the way it should have been. The adult movie stars. We have brought them out in the mainstream. It's not the fault of theirs. I don't blame anybody. We have made pornography, we have pulled it out in the mainstream. যেটা নিষিদ্ধ সেটাকে নিষিদ্ধই থাকতে দেওয়া উচিত আমার মনে। That which is prohibited should be prohibited. Because these are very strong instincts, the sexual instinct. This is one instinct which makes a human being civilized and uncivilized. This is one instinct which differentiates between the human being and an animal, the sexual instinct, the control over the sexual instinct. And pornography is that monster which makes you lose control over your sexual instinct. And that is exactly which has happened. Now, you need not go to any pornographic sites, you need not watch a pornographic movie. Pornography has become so mainstream. Everyone aspires to grab eyeballs. Many a times, the children, unknowingly, bordering on the sides of pornography. Just imagine. Just imagine. A child, uninitiated, not knowing what he or she is doing, getting the thrills of those eyeballs, those creeps all around the world, encouraging how cute you are, chali jao, encouraging those acts. And this uninitiated person, a young child, is bordering on the lines of pornography, producing pornography. It has become such a mainstream act. So you cannot blame any adult movie star who has become a mainstream actor, or the movement of bringing that movie star into a mainstream movie. We are to be blamed. We have seen that. We have not objected to it. Like we objected to that, the actress who went topless on a national magazine which is going to be circulated in every house. There are adult magazines catering to certain people, and it's your will and wish. But when you make it mainstream, when you make it available to each and everybody, a child, that is where the society is harmed, and that is exactly what is happening. Many a times what is happening, the parents are coaxing or grooming their child with money, of course, in mind. They are making it as a profession, making that as a profession. These so-called reels, these so-called videos. Tell me something. A 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old boy or a girl expressing himself or herself on the voice of a 30, 40, 50-year-old singer, actor, actress. How odd it is. How inappropriate it is. You understand what I'm telling you? And that is exactly what is happening. That is exactly what you're supporting. That is exactly that you're watching. That is exactly that you're encouraging. Thinking that that child, that boy, that girl is somebody else's child. No. It's going to come back to you. Because you are also a part of the society. The thing that I said. If you are harming the society, you are going to be harmed too. Because you are also a part of the society. I wonder in surprise and pray to God, when will this trend end? A child singing with his or her own voice? Fair enough. A child singing or acting with his or her own voice fair enough. Okay. Dancing with proper talent? Yes, okay, fine, fair enough. But what is this? What is happening? All of these creeps all around the world, what is happening is they are sort of objectifying these children as adults. And that is the image that you are getting. A 40-year-old voice is coming out from a 10-year-old body, face. And you're making it mainstream. You're making it popular. Every child, every teenager following these trends blindly is wanting to do that, forgetting what is actually popularity, what is actually fame. Some of them are definitely talented. Fair enough. Some of the reels, some of the videos are definitely high on entertainment because they have the talent. They have the talent of acting, they have the talent. They are using their own voice, they're using their own thing. So we need to understand where the limit is. We need to understand how far we are going. We need to understand to stop ourselves. Only and only if we have an amount of social responsibility in us. সামাজিক দায়বদ্ধতা যদি থাকে তবেই সেই সীমারেখাটা তুমি বা তুই বা আপনি তৈরি করবেন বা ছড়িয়ে দেবেন। You will spread it. You will tell your child, you will tell the next generation, the younger generation, this is not the way it is to happen. মানুষকে অপমান করা পেশা হতে পারে না। You cannot make roasting as your profession. You lose all kinds of ambition of doing anything in your life. And that is exactly the message that is going to a child. YouTuber. Fair enough. Your YouTube channel, if it contains something very constructive, something really useful for the society, something really high on the entertainment quotient. এখানে আমি একটা ছোট্ট ইনসিডেন্ট বলি। Entertainment. What is entertainment? অনেক বছর আগে a phone call I received, asking me to be a part of a game show, a regional counterpart of a very, very infamous game show, which I absolutely hate. Because that is not entertainment for me. I have not grown up seeing entertainment like that. Where you lock somebody in a house and force those people, those hapless people, wannabes, to do all kinds of dirty things, say all kinds of dirty things, being violent, being rude. And you give the message to the society that this is the way you need to be famous. TRP barbe ki kore, how to get ratings, to be rude, to be vile, to be obscene, to do sexual acts on camera. So I said, no, I won't be a part of this show. So the other person who was, asking me to be a part of the show quoted that we are going to give you this amount of money, which is quite high. I say that money has never, ever been a point of contention in my life. It is a very important factor. It is a very important factor to run your ends, to run your kitchen. But I've never, run after it. I've never done anything and everything for money. I have my self-respect. I have my social responsibility. I cannot sell my self-respect in a pedestal that somebody is joking on me. I cannot sell my self-respect to anybody. I give nobody that right to joke on me. I have done nothing in my life that anybody can crack a joke on. This is something that I can't be light upon. जो बोले ना, they are too serious, क्यों? एक हल्का हो. This is something I can't battle with. I can't sell my self-respect. Because আমার মতন আরো অনেকেই আছে, I'm very sure there are many like me who have worked really, really, really hard to gain this amount of self-respect, and prestige and this amount of visibility in life, doing the right things, doing the correct things, doing constructive things. And I'm not ready to sell it. I'm not ready to let anybody crack a joke on it. And I have to be 100 times more responsible towards myself, that I will not do anything that will make me look irresponsible to anybody out there, because I have a huge responsibility on my shoulder through the work that I do. So saying that, I took a lot of time of yours, but the good thing is you are very, very highly socially responsible. You have really heard this whole video, and if you think that you need to put forth your comments, your feelings of whatever I've said, whatever I'm doing, and I'll do all my life, I'll be very happy to get your feedbacks. সবাই ভালো থাকবেন। নতুন বছর আসছে, নববর্ষ আসছে। নববর্ষের আগাম শুভেচ্ছা জানাই সবাইকে। থ্যাংক ইউ ফর হিয়ারিং।